together with friends along the way, united with strength to face the day. We're together and now we're here to say, united we will be the change.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Above and Beyond the Accessibility and Inclusion Podcast, Day 11. We are now in real time for the 12 days of the AODA. Joined as always by Maddy Dever. And thanks so much again to Natanya Dahan, Garrett LaJoie, Tyrell Crawford, and Nick Hurst for providing the music for our intros and our shows here on I guess, Riverside now. So, Maddy, getting into the 11 days of the AODA.
Mm-hmm.
So, on the 11th day of the AODA becoming fully barrier-free, what did the Ford government not give to you?
Well, it's okay. So I'm going to say what I didn't get. This Ford government, this Win government, that government. No government has been really great except for when they created the AODA in the first place. It has not been really positively done very much by anybody. So I'm going to talk about something else.
Okay.
Here's a wish. So I'm not going to complain about what we don't have, except as what I would like to have.
Okay, optimism.
I would like to be able to roll into every business in my town. I would like to be able to go anywhere in Ontario and know that I can find a place to eat that also has a place that I can use the bathroom if I choose to go there. This is something that is not common for me. In my town there are very few places I can get into with my wheelchair, and it is. I want to feel more connected to my community, but it means I need to get around in the community, and I can get around on the sidewalks and on the roads, but I can't get into the buildings. I can't get into some of the parks. I can't participate in some of the events. And that's what I would like, on this 11th day of AODA.
Well, I'm going to save my wish list for as we get down in the order, Maddy. But I'm going to talk about, for me, which the Ford government gave to me, plowed sidewalks and roads. Because I was out today quite a bit, and I was using the power assist, which for all intents and purposes is not a power chair. And navigating slush and snow and snowbanks on a power assist is very much different than using a power chair. I'm guessing a power chair is a lot more powerful than what a power assist is, even though I may or may not have souped mine up to go from 0 to holy bleep. I was struggling, and I was out last night, and I took Darts home, and the driver would not assist me getting up the ramp.
Yeah. I hear you. I mean, the thing I hate most about winter is snow, and only because I'm in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could, ignore it if I wasn't in a wheelchair, but it affects my ability to get out and about, even more markedly restricted than on a clear sunny day, where I already have challenges with accessibility. You're right. The curb cuts need to be cleared. So
100% clear.
And both. So one of the biggest challenges we have it's this Schrodinger's sidewalk. When you get onto it, will you be able to get off of it? Will you get stuck in the middle because of snow that's melted or drifted, or could you have the possibility that the snowplow doesn't get to the end of the curb and goes off onto the road, leaving a big patch of snow and um, blocks of ice that blocked the path because it didn't need it. It wasn't going to continue on to the next sidewalk. I think that there's no proactive planning of snow clearing when it comes to accessibility. It's all about meeting the minimum standards. And I swear the next person that says to me in person is going to, I will lose my voice because I can't scream, but I will attempt to scream and I will not be able to talk again. And I will be frustrated and angry and not be able to do anything about it. And I'll write a letter. And that's how I'm going to deal with it. Because I'm so sick of being told that. Well, we're meeting minimum standards, but it means that if we can't get around, and I think I've said this like the last 3 years, if we can't get around, it's not if the minimum standards don't include us, there's a real problem with it, and the minimum standard is a lie.
Absolutely, absolutely, and you said it, Maddie. Like being out last night and not being assisted by this driver, and I can get up the ramp if the ramp has a kneeling function, but this vehicle just so happened to
So
not
only
have
if it
that.
prays. Only if it prays.
Basically, only for praise. You know, I should have used this one on a Sunday, but hey, we're recording this on a Saturday. But hey, some people are at church now. Pray for me, please. Um, it's between that driver's, I don't want to say ignorance, but it is ignorant because they're utilizing a company policy rather than their own common sense and quote unquote following the rules. And then even today, when I couldn't get up, and I had to go do something at a local strip mall, and the parking lot was atrocious. The parking lot was atrocious. The curb cuts were not maintained for snow, and even getting on and off the vehicle. This driver that picked me up today was fantastic. Give him a shout out as well. But he was great. Like he understood. Like they know to give me that little bit of a jolt to get up the ramps. And this vehicle that I was picked up with had a kneeling function. So,
Oh, so many challenges. So, all right, what do you want to? What would be the one thing when it came to this? One thing that would make your life significantly improve.
Maddy, I think for me, significantly improving my life as a person with a disability, as a wheelchair user, manual wheelchair user, is the ability to get from point A to point B on my own terms. Not having to wait for transit, not, delays or here. If I want to go somewhere and I need transit, I can get it like anybody else can within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Not having to book a week in advance. I can do things spontaneously. I can do things
Just like anybody can do with Uber right now. They just pull up the app and they say, "Okay, 5 minutes away. Great. Where are you going to be? Great. Boom, boom, boom." Yeah, it is. Like I do that for my kids sometimes, and then I go and take the hour and a half to get to wherever I need by other means because there's no gamified instant transportation accessibility for us.
No, I mean, and it's exhausting. That hour and a half that it takes to get from point A to point B is exhausting. The shared ride service is exhausting. I feel like we're wasting energy getting to where we need to be, making phone calls, booking in advance things where we need to be, rather than having that as just a common thing.
Yeah. Well,
having that as a common
we have 10 more days to go through before we go barrier free. I don't know. Is it looking good or is it looking bad? It's hard to read the tea leaves.
Now, you know what? I'm about to go have some tea myself. I will let you know what the forecast brings, and I'll let our viewers know as well.
Okay.
And I look forward to continuing on these 12 days of the AODA with you, my friend, and stay tuned for day 10.
Together